Welcome back to I may be a good receptionist, but I'll sell any boss to clock out on time. Anime review, episode number This is episode number 6. Yep, episode 6. Yeah, and with this one, like in the case of the last one, we are halfway through the season. Yep. Yeah, no surprise here for me, given the fact that I started this one not that long ago. So, this episode is called I May Be the Silver Sword's Back Attacker, but I'm going to catch the jerk who started that rumor. Yep, and this second episode, we're into book 2 of the series. So the episode opens up with Silver Sword and Alina just walking into this C-ranked dungeon, which is known as the Eternal Forest, which is the outside dungeon, believe it or not. Yes, they just walk through the woods, they ride by the lake. There's a joke of basically like, oh, swim into this rock, come back. And of course, Jade fantasizes seeing Alina in a swimsuit. Then later on, by the way, we have Alina carrying Luca's healing staff, and Luca is carrying Jade's shield. And her shoulders are killing her. She basically can barely hold it. I'm surprised she didn't collapse carrying that damn shield. So, and I'm like, okay, why couldn't Alina herself carry it? I mean, she is super strong. I mean, this is a woman who basically can carry a freaking hammer. And of course, you have Alina's like, who gave permission to fantasize me in a swimsuit? So then, of course, we see Alina in kind of a swimsuit, and Jade in swim trunks and a shirt. They splash water on each other, and this is one of the fantasies. And of course, they form a campfire, and then, of course, run their hoods up, and then, of course, see this party who just happens to come along. And they ask him basically about the Dia skill, the rumor, and it's, well, the leader is Keith. He's like, I'm not telling. Alina's like, I'm gonna kill you. Yep, but luckily enough, basically they're able to find out who it is. A guy named Alden, he's one responsible for this one-eyed Avenger with no arm, who apparently Luca does know. He calls her a murderer. She does explain later on because she couldn't decide between 3 people to heal because her skill didn't activate at that point in time. In my honest opinion, does not make her a murderer at all. She was not incompetent. She was a fresh rookie. She was green, from what I can tell. So, not her fault. It was her first day on the job. And not everybody's perfect in the first day of the job. It's just how it is. And of course, I'm going to take a little bit. And then, of course, they do some training over at the Adventurers Guild. By the way, we have this really cool scene here. We have, we have that scene. So then we have Luca and Lau proceed to go to the Adventurers Guild HQ. We also have a brief scene of the Guildmaster asked about the Executioner, but they're wondering who this person is. He's not telling. All they desire is in peace. That's it. Yeah, he's keeping his mouth shut about it. And by the way, these people are apparently his bosses. One who, probably his direct supervisor. That's probably what I can tell anyway between 3 people. I'm like, okay. Yeah, she may take out Dark God, but she's not like interfering quests per se. She's not interfering every single quest where she just kills a boss because she feels like it. The Executioner has a reason. So she's taking time to the overtime. So, despite the overflux of like adventurers based upon a rumor that was baseless anyways. So, then of course basically like, then we have the overtime scene where they finish up. Of course, Lucas, well, I believe it's her junior, proceeds to go home. By the way, she's voiced in the dub by Sarah Weinhoff. Which, yes, Sarah did confirm, yes, that is definitely her. Only thing I credit, she's credited, and yep, that's her. If you listen to the dub for this one, that is definitely her. So, yeah, that's the most recent one I've come across from it. I probably will come across more tenants soon because I really enjoy her work. Yep, I do. By the way, in case you're curious about basically if you can find her on Twitch, apparently she's not streamed in about a year. My guess is because when she's not voice acting, she's probably working on her artwork or going to conventions. That's probably what she's doing. She's probably just busy. That's probably the reason why she doesn't have time to go on Twitch anymore. She probably has got increase of appearances in the last year. Probably because more opened up for her, so that's probably the reason why that she's not doing Twitch right now. She may go back to it soon. Who knows? That's how I kind of first spoke to her on Twitch. Basically, her chat room. And then I met her in person just a few years ago at the first ever Shogi Expo, which is another one coming up, a Shugo Expo coming up in December. Which, yes, I'm going to it. Now, Michelle Rose was announced MetroCon. I would have loved to go to MetroCon, except it's the week prior to Tampa Comic Con, so I cannot go. And the main reason I picked that one over MetroCon because Tampa Comic Con tickets were on sale before they did. Yeah, and because it's only like the same location, but I kind of wish basically that they were not a week apart. Yeah, I kind of wish they weren't. I kind of wish it was last year where it was like a month apart. That's what it should have been. I'm not sure why they switched them out. I have no idea why. I should probably ask about that. So, oh yeah, the whole thing with the training thing. So, the whole thing with that is that he's practicing 2 skills. He gets unconscious, then we have this woman named Sherry show up, and she's very creepy. Excuse me. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Nick and Rob with her a very weird sense of humor. But at least Robin's actually funny. This one is not funny at all. Where she's talking about death and very casually. Robin at least basically makes it kind of funny. Yeah. So then after that, so we have Jade, Alina, and basically Linus Jr., where they proceed to have overtime. Well, they work overtime. Jade volunteers to do this in exchange for a 1-day date with Alina for the San Diego Festival. And then they finish up, they go out drinking, and then of course she's able to kind of go back home-ish. Yeah, because apparently she is celebrating, oh, she basically finally finished. Yeah. By the way, I've actually done it before. I've had to clock out late. I try my best basically at my work to clock out on time, because as soon as I check my shift, I just want to clock out right away, because I don't mind the extra. It's not like the pay is a problem, because I have to drive to go home. And it takes me a little bit of time. It takes me about 15 minutes to get home. So I rather just go at that point. Plus I have stuff to do usually after work. So there's that. Yep. But yeah, we're halfway the season. Loving it. And can't wait for the next episode, which will air next week. Yeah, this one along with Walk of the Japan myself and a few others, those wrap up by the end of next month. With only 6 episodes left to go, we'll probably wrap this up by the end of March. Yeah. Definitely by the end of March, gonna wrap this up. Basically, by the end of March, almost all my anime wrap up basically reduced down from I think it's 13 down to I think 12, 13 down to maybe 4. That'd be Case Closed, Blue Exorcist, 100 Girlfriends, and Dragon Ball Daima. Yeah, these were the ones left. So, the next video is going to be Dragon Ball Daima. That's next, okay? So, to the next video. Bye.